Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Advent Memphis Minute for the second week in Advent. We're really glad to have you with us. Seems that everywhere we go this time of year, we hear Christmas music. We hear it in the stores where we go shopping. We hear it on the radio, in our cars, when we're eating out. Even at home, if we're doing our cleaning or if we're getting houses ready or baking Christmas cookies or something, we usually have it on in the background as well. One of the things that we hear in a lot of those songs this time of year, one of the themes is peace. We hear the angels sing out, "Glory to God in the highest and peace on earth." Sometimes the music brings a feeling of nostalgia as we remember maybe the wonderful Christmases of our youth and the joy and excitement that we felt. And some of the songs bring up Kincaid-like images of a snowy country scene at midnight with warm light coming out the windows of a church and the nearby homes. Or maybe we picture an aerial shot of a quaint New England village, snow-covered and quiet. Some of us, the quiet reverence of a late night Christmas Eve candlelight service brings back some of that feeling of peace that we all expect at Christmas. It's a chance for us to sit back and relax and just kind of revel in the joy of knowing Jesus' birth. Although I'm sure that night in the stable was anything but peaceful. The sad fact is that there's very little peace in the world, and there's even less of it at this time of the year. Everywhere we look around the globe, there's conflict. There seems to be fighting, nations at war, ethnic violence, the rich people taking advantage of the poor people, the powerful people greedy for more power. And even family relationships can take a hit as the stresses of a season like this start to shorten everybody's fuses. Peace on earth seems like a pipe dream. Is it possible that it could ever happen? Is it possible that the people, even in our own country, could ever start getting along with one another? Is it possible that our families could ever be conflict-free? Will we ever know the peace that we long for? Our experience tells us probably not. There is, however, another kind of peace. The peace that the angels announced is not one that we'll ever find in this world. Jesus said in John 14, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you." But it's not the kind of peace that the world gives, he said, which is fleeting and uncertain. Jesus brings us the most important kind of peace that we can have, and it's peace with God. All of us by nature are at enmity with God, and we stand under the judgment of God. The sentence is death. When Jesus was born, though, it marked the beginning of a plan for a substitute to offer to pay for our sin, to pay for the consequences of our sin. Jesus took our sin on himself and paid the price under God's judgment. And then he overcame death and he brought new life. God's judgment was satisfied and our relationship with him was restored. Peace reigns again. During this season, we join with the angels singing "Glory to God in the highest," because peace has come. True peace is now a reality on this earth in the person of Jesus Christ, who lives in our hearts. Daily, he reassures us that all is right with the world because all is right with God. May his blessing of peace overwhelm you this week. I'll see you again in a Memphis Minute.